Welcome to the Judith TV show. Form, today's hottest celebrity relationship gist, secret romances exposed, shocking breakups shaking the internet, and couples everyone is talking about. Which gist do you believe, and which is just hype? Stay tuned for more. Welcome to the Judith TV show.
Hello, lovelies. I saw a lot of reactions over the birthday wish of Madam Ngozi Ezeonu to Judy Austin. The way people have been reacting, especially people that are not happy with her for doing that, for whatever reason. Anyway, guys, that's what I want to talk about in this video. This is the Judy TV show. In here, friends, I talk about marriage and marriage-related trending issues. And my name is Judith with a little touch of Ifeyinwa. So, guys, let's um, let's talk about this. Uh, to be honest, when I saw a lot of comments, people were commenting, they were not happy with the woman, that is Madam Ngozi Ezeonu, for what she did, for wishing Judy Austin a happy birthday. Ideally, is there anything wrong with her wishing her colleague or her junior colleague, so to say, Judy Austin, or any other person at class, a happy birthday? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I think people are relating, that to the person that she is, her experiences, her hurts and her pains. What do I mean by that? Madam Ngozi Ezeonu was married, but either she is divorced or separated from her husband, to at a point that she now took over the bringing up of the raising of her children, the four children they had together, two boys and a girl. She did that single-handedly. I mean, as that from the time that the breakup happened. So the pains and the hurt of doing that all alone, to the extent that when the girl was getting married, I don't know, I think it's the first daughter, when she was getting married, I recall vividly that the husband came and created a scene and said that he was not aware, he was not carried along. Obviously, the woman was hurt by the way they went their separate ways, and the man left her alone to take care of the children, to bring them all up, and so, but I mean, they continued. I mean, the girl, continued with the marriage rights and everything. She later got married to the husband. I mean, the daughter now. So what I think, what I feel, where people are hurting from, where they have their displeasure from, is that same Madam Ngozi Ezeonu, who experienced a marriage breakup, who experienced single-handedly raising up four children, who experienced the hurts of a man that you genuinely love, you genuinely shared your life with, and all of a sudden, whatever thing that happened, I don't know what happened that caused the breakup, and all of a sudden, here is May Edochie, who also have the same experience as you. In fact, May's own racism was because she lost her first son, who was 16 at the time, and then the lady that caused her that pain, you are now identifying with her, whereas you experienced the same thing that she experienced. I don't know if I'm making sense here. The same thing now that is happening to me, or that has happened to me, it might not be that her husband pregnanted another person or so. I really do not know what, because she didn't say that. The husband didn't say that. The only time I remember vividly was when the husband kicked against the marriage of his daughter, the first daughter. Not that he doesn't want the girl to get married, but that he was not carried along. He was not told. I wouldn't know what happened. That the man said he was not carried along. So that was the time the man now came out to like voice out his displeasure over that. But before then, Madam Ngozi had separated from him, or they had been divorced, and then she now took the children. The children were with her, so to say. Maybe they were just young teenagers that time. So she single-handedly took care of these children up until the time they got matured and got married and all that. So the same thing now played out, with May, even though her own they've all are still in school, especially the second son now and the last child. But the May's own, like I said, was even worse than her own, because May's own was that she, in the process, lost her first son that was 16 years old. That's Kambili. So for Madam Ngozi Ezeonu, who went through all this, who experienced it, who is like who should even be in a position to like feel for May, now came and was now identifying with the lady that caused May the same pains and experiences and hurts she went through. So you see where I think people's hurts or people's displeasure are coming from. Aside that, when May lost, because I mean, Madam Ngozi Ezeonu is a legend, and in fact, you can't mention 10 actresses in Nigeria without mentioning her name, in that order. So Judy Austin and the Yuledochie, or maybe Judy Austin in particular, is a junior. And then, well, to an extent, I could even say you, because she's older than you, even though I don't know at what age she started acting, but at least they're all colleagues. But when May and you lost their first son, Kambili, Madam Ngozi Ezeonu did not come to the social media to now tell you and Judith, this way that you people are dancing, immediately after the boy's demise. Please stop it. It's sending a wrong signal. It's triggering a lot of displeasure amongst people that, you people are not hot about this, or you people are not mourning this boy that passed. But she didn't do that. And I also recall that Yu's birthday, I think, was on the 7th. Even his father didn't wish him a happy birthday until the next day. We also did not see Madam Ngozi wish him a happy birthday. So you begin to wonder, at what point is Madam Ngozi going by her sets in the Nollywood industry and that of Judy Austin, for her now to be the person that will now come and be wishing Judy Austin a happy birthday, knowing that this person is the same person that caused May the same pains and hurts that she went through in her marriage. You see where people's displeasure are coming from. Then again, Sir Pete Edochie, who happens to be the father of you, Edochie, is a legend, an icon when you mention Nollywood industry. I mean, Pete Edochie is known all over Africa and all that. In fact, should I? Yes, all over Africa, so to say. Or let me now say, okay, all over Nigeria. Now, Pete Edochie granted an interview, and now in the midst of Yul and Judy marriage, okay, Pete Edochie granted an interview and now said that he didn't know when his son Yul went and married Judy Austin. In fact, he referred to Judy Austin as an ant-infested faggot, that he didn't know where his son went and picked her. Now, the same Madam Ngozi Ezeonu, who is also from the same region, I mean, the same Igbo, the same tribe as both Pete Edochie, Yul, May, and Judy. You saw this man is saying that my son disrespected me and went and picked this lady. The lady who is also of the same tribe, who knows the culture, even though you say it's not her fault, somebody came and married her. But now coming on social media, especially when his grandson passed, now coming on social media to come and dance, to come and that particular video, God loves me so much, I love come, and so on and so forth. Madam Ngozi Ezeonu saw all that this is a kind of a disrespect to the personality of Chief Pete Edochie, who is like an icon or like their father in the Nollywood industry. She didn't come out to, tell Judy Austin and you, no, don't do this is disrespect or whatever. She didn't do that, right? You might say, how is it her business? It is her business, because if you could, want to wish her well when she disrespected the father, the supposed father-in-law, and then the wife of the man that I don't know, because you will say they are not married, but let's say that they are married now, and then the wife of the man that she is now married to, how do you now identify with her? I think that is where there's a disconnect. And again, what people also come, because I saw one or two posts, somebody comments that people made. A lot of content creators carried this news. That's why I'm reacting to it now. So I saw one or two comments that people made, and then one of them now said, I think about 13 or 14 people liked it. One of them now said that another way that Judy Austin disrespected Pete Edochie was that she now went to her. Peter Edochie said that he didn't go to marry her with his son. Then she now came to her social media handle and now put Judy Austin you Edochie, which means yes, I'm married to your son. You didn't come with him, and so so that's like a kind of a disrespect, and that is why the man is also not having it up until now. I think the man is even now beginning to take it out on his son, because I don't know why he didn't wish his son a happy birthday on the very day that was his birthday until the next day. Maybe he forgot, or maybe they didn't, or his social media publicity handlers didn't remember or something. I don't know what happened, but that was just the issue. And if you could see the way he wrote it, happy birthday, I think with one love emoji or something, unlike, that was what the second person said, unlike the way he used to, like, hail him and stuff. So I think that's where there's that disconnect, a situation whereby Madam Ngozi Ezeonu, who experienced all these things, is now identifying with somebody who caused somebody, another woman, the same pains as she went through. And to me, to be honest, I don't think that was fair. If ordinarily, like I say, ideally, wishing Judy Austin a happy birthday is nothing, is not wrong. But coming from her, who had the same experience as May Edochie, I think that is where the displeasure is coming from. And to an extent, people that are expressing that displeasure, you don't really blame them. Because when you critically look at it, you discover that, I mean, what's the basis of wishing her? She's not even her set in the Nollywood industry. So what will now make you to come to Judy Austin and to be wishing her, and then when it was Yu's own, she didn't now wish Yu's own, you a happy birthday and all that. I think that's where the displeasure is coming from. So when I saw it, I say, I saw a lot of comments, of that displeasure. So I said, okay, let me come and share my opinion, my own opinion. No, I don't know about your own, okay? You leave yours at the comment section. Let's further the conversation there. But that's my opinion. To be honest, I think Madam Ngozi Ezeonu should have, even if he had wanted to, maybe wish Judy Austin a happy birthday, he could have even done that privately, because there are certain things that are avoidable. Wisdom is profitable to direct. You know that this thing has been on the hot burner for 3 or 4 years now. This issue has been going on. For you now to come and then do this, and then the major thing is that you also have the same experience that this woman having it. In fact, May's own, like I said earlier on, is even worse off because she lost a son in the process, her first son, who was 16 at the time, and then for you now to come and then you are now identifying with this other lady that caused her these pains and all that, I don't know. I don't think Madam Ngozi Ezeonu, to be honest, personally, I will not clap for you for this, okay? If you had wanted to wish her a happy birthday, you could have done that in another way, but coming to do it publicly, whereas when they were dancing and then doing Chukwu love come and all that, you didn't say anything. You don't see anything wrong in that, but you went through that route, and then some other person that is causing somebody to go through that. You don't see anything wrong in that. I don't think that's a very, because I mean, Madam Ngozi Ezeonu is a legend now. She's a well-respected woman. She has the courage. She's diligent. She's a woman that is a woman of class. She's honest. She's integrity, and she has integrity and all that. So for this kind of a thing to be coming from her, I think that's where the displeasure is coming from. And to be honest, personally, my one Kobo experience, I think she should have done it in a way, not that anybody will come and beat you, not that you owe anybody any explanation, but for God's sake, we're all humans, okay? There are certain things. What is good for the don't do somebody what you don't like others to do to you, something like that. So that's the angle I'm looking at it from. Friends, like I said, that is my own one couple opinion. Please share yours at the comment section. Let's further this conversation at the comment section, okay? I thank you guys for always watching my videos. Please watch this one, and then I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now, dear friends.